Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the entertainment headquarters, and welcome to another trailer reaction. Now, the film I'm about to look at is kind of just come out of nowhere. It's due to hit theatres here in the UK on the 26th of July, so not very long. So I've heard nothing about this film. I didn't even know it was in production. I didn't even know if it was getting made or not. And it just seems weird how it's about to hit theatres with little to no kind of hype or promotion. And here we are. The trailer has finally dropped. Now, this is a werewolf movie. It is titled The Beast Within, and it stars Kit Harington. As you know, he is famous for Game of Thrones. He was in Eternals. He was also from a mini-series here called Gunpowder, which was all about Guy Fawkes and trying to blow up Parliament, which is a part of British history. So he did a good job in that. But apart from that, he hasn't really done much or made a splash for a while. Like I say, this is a werewolf movie, and me personally, I am more of a vampire guy. I love vampire lore. I love the history of vampires. I love the vampire movies. My good friend, however, is DJ Anubis from the Metal Tavern Radio. He is a huge werewolf buff, and he knows all about werewolf movies, probably more than me. And I shared him this trailer because I don't even think, to my knowledge, he knew about this either. So it'll be interesting to see his reaction to this as well. So if you want to see his reaction, I would go over to the Metal Tavern Radio when his trailer drops, because it's a very good channel. As for me, like I say, knew nothing about this. So let's take a look at The Beast Within. Now, one other quick fact, that The Beast Within was also, there was a film, in the 1980s called The Beast Within, which was a very creepy, weird, outlandish, crazy horror film, which has nothing to do with werewolves. So that's the only connection, is that it shares the same name. But that's a crazy film. I do recommend The Beast Within, the 1980s one. But let's have a quick look at The Beast Within, the 2024 werewolf film. So the film stars Kit Harington, Ashley Cummins, James Cosmo, and Carolyn Springale. Now, James Cosmos, I know that name. He is a very well-known, legendary British actor of stage, film, and screen. He's he's also, I think, was in Game of Thrones as well. So there's his connection to Kit Harington. He's been in lots of things. He's a familiar face within the world of British film, stage, and screen, like I say. Let's take a look at who created The Beast Within. Produced by Merlin Merton, Martin Owens, Ryan Hamilton. It was also written by Greer Taylor Ellison and Alexander J. Farrell. The Beast Within was also directed by Alexander J. Farrell. So interesting there. I don't think I've known or heard of any of those individuals before. But anyway, according to this, it's hitting theatres nationwide on July the 26th. So like I say, not long. So this is either going to be a disaster and, not well received, or it's going to be a beautiful surprise, because we haven't had a decent werewolf film in quite some time. There's been a load throughout the years that just haven't really hit the mark. And, everyone knows the legendary films American Werewolf in London, The Howling, Silver Bullet. Most recently, in my opinion, probably one of the best werewolf films out there. You've got Dog Soldiers. And outside of that, newer werewolf films, maybe except the Wolfman remake that came out a few years ago, there hasn't really been a werewolf film that's grabbed at us. So this is going to be interesting to look at. So let's take a look at The Beast Within.
These woods, they're my woods. I'm king of these woods.
King.
I, king of these woods, pronounce thee princess.
Dad? Mama?
Yes, we are.
Where are you always going?
I heard you last night. You need to take Willow away.
Are we safe?
I would never let anything hurt you. He is your father.
I didn't want this. This curse.
It gets harder to control the rage.
This can't go on.
He's gonna tear that child to pieces. We're leaving.
It's him.
It's okay. Don't be scared. I am a monster. Get inside!
He loves us.
Kneel before your king.
Now that is interesting to say the least. Definitely interesting to say the least. The way he's speaking there, I am your king, and you know the monologue at the beginning, that it just instantly, I thought I was watching that scene within, you know, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes with the lead villain out of that film, Proximus Caesar. I am your king, what a wonderful day. You know, that's what I felt like I was watching. So this is an interesting film starting off. You know, it's about a family that live, you know, isolated, and obviously there's stuff going on. There's family history, maybe a curse going on there. What I found interesting about this is it has a very nitty gritty tone to it, and it has kind of a down to earth, more realistic tone to it, rather than like a fantasy element to it. And it feels very much grounded, nitty gritty, and like a dark toned film, which is something I do like, and something that I am looking forward to if that's what this is going to be. I just hope the payoff with, you know, with the werewolf elements is decent, because like I say, you have a lot of these films that have a slow build, a slow burn, and when if you finally get to the element with the werewolf, it kind of ends up being a letdown, and the pacing issue sometimes within these films isn't great. And like I say, I haven't heard anything about this until now, so that's either great or it's bad, quite frankly. And as I seen at the beginning, this is going to well go USA, so this may not get a theatrical run within the state and go straight to streaming. It might have a limited theatre run, but by the looks of it, this is going straight to theatres over in the good old US of A. So that's another, you know, thing with this that, you know, spells, you know, has me on edge. Is this going to be a decent or bad werewolf film? But there's only one way to find out, and that is to watch it. Will I watch this in theatres? Because it's coming July the 26th here in the UK. I'm probably going to say no, because it doesn't look interesting enough for me to watch in a theatre. But is it something I'm quite happy to put on my television with the lights off in a dark room and watch it at home and hope that it'll surprise and entertain us, absolutely, I'm willing to give it a go. I think you should at least give every film, good or bad, or despite the reviews, at least one watch, because you may have an entirely different perspective or feeling or opinion on a film other than what a critic says or a friend says. They might hate it and you might end up loving it. So that's just, my opinion on when it comes to what you choose to watch. But yes, The Beast Within, it has us, slightly interested, but not enough to go to theatres to see it. It, like I say, it's 50-50 at the minute. It's either going to turn out to be a good film that really surprises and is very entertaining, or it's going to be, I think, middle of the road. A middle of the road werewolf film, which is what we've basically had for the last few years. The last decent one, I would have said, like I say, was the Wolfman remake, which is again getting another remake, and also something I didn't add, The Werewolf Within, which was made by Marvel. Sorry, not The Werewolf Within, talking a load of shit. The Werewolf at Night, I think it was called, by Marvel. That was, an amazing mini episode or mini short, if you want to call it that, by Marvel. That was probably the last decent werewolf thing I've seen since the Wolfman remake. But that's just my opinion. Correct us if I've made a mistake with the title of that Marvel short. I think it is The Werewolf at Night or something like that. My mind escapes us at the minute, but let me know in the comments below if I got the title right or if I, fucked it up big style. But anyway, that's my opinion on The Beast Within. So keep on enjoying your movies, keep on enjoying watching all your television, and keep on enjoying all entertainment, and I'll catch us all at the next one.